Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new workshop. Today, it's a very special day for us. I'm actually quite formal, much more formal than usual, and I am broadcasting today from Panama City, a brother country in Latin America, just to show you that how we are just moving around, just trying to get to new people, to new audience all around the world, the same as we are here with you virtually, not on site, but definitely with a heartwarming feeling to make this an important event, not only for us, but also for the entire community around the world. We have a very special get together today. It's not the usual workshop. We're actually going to have two very special guests from the TOMi organization. On the one side, on the one hand, we have Juan Manuel Opera, which is our CEO, and he's not only going to be here to say hi or to welcome you and to give you very exciting news about amazing updates from the TOMi digital ecosystem, but he's also going to tell us a little bit about artificial intelligence and education. Not only that, but we're also going to have our CBDO, one of the members of the organization, one of the people that have created and expanded this organization around the world, which is CBDO Fabian Vargas. And they're going to be here just so you can put faces to the names, and so you know that every single one in the organization is committed to making this your ecosystem, to making sure that you as teachers and education in general are welcoming this new technology. So with no further ado, let me just say hi to Juan Manuel and Fabian. Hello, Juan Manuel. Hello, Fabian. How are you doing today?
Kike, very nice to see you, and very happy to be here to talk about what is coming soon from TOMi for this new year and this like new back to school around the world, using artificial intelligence to engage the students with fun and personalized learning. That's our goal, and that's our commitment with the teachers around the world.
Great, great. That's great to hear. And we also have Fabian. Fabian, hello. How you doing?
Hello, Kike. Thanks for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here in Panama with you. We are in front of you.
Yes, it's us here.
That's right, Kike. The teacher community is the main reason for TOMi to be the best technology company. So, can you hear me? Okay. In Latin America, the community has more than 60,000 teachers today interacting with TOMi digital tools. And we want the community in English to be as huge. So, for that reason, Juan is going to tell us about the new tools. And I don't know, Juan.
And that's what brought us here. That's what brought us here today to this get together. So honestly, I can wait to hear everything that you have to say today. Well, there's many things to say, but something important is to mention that artificial intelligence is gaining its space and it's gaining functionalities in our ecosystem, and that's pretty much what we're gonna mainly going to talk about today. But before that, I would like to give way to Juan Manuel, who's going to start this get together, speaking about how artificial intelligence is the new star of the education show. So let's hear that.
Thank you, Kike. And just for clarifying something, is that as I said from the beginning of this company, the real like center and protagonist of innovation in education will be always the teacher. So that's for sure. So you teachers who are using TOMi you are now listening to us. You of course there's a lot of challenges in our classrooms in our countries, especially in those developing countries classroom. There's a lot of challenges, and that challenges only could be overcome if you as teachers has like the courage and have the motivation for making innovation in education. Artificial intelligence arrives for sure to support you in that purpose. How artificial intelligence will make easier for you to make a personalized and fun learning. So today, just for closing that intro, Kike and Fabian, the teachers who are listening this today, you're gonna know how to win a TOMi 8. You are gonna know what TOMi 8 is if you don't know already, and you're gonna also learn how to take advantage of all the power we put inside TOMi platform, TOMi device, TOMi Play, and all the ecosystem around our technology for making fun and personalized lessons into your classroom. So if you could please give me a view of my screen, Kike, just for picturing some ideas in some slides. So, the first I want to tell you is that although there is a lot of challenges, as I said, the most important challenge we have in education is taking advantage of that difference from our students. So for decades and decades, the more challenging thing for teachers is understanding the differences in each one of the students and how to take advantage of that differences from the students to create amazing humans at the end. The educative system until today just try to fix the students into a standard with a standardized content, with a standardized didactic strategies. So as you can see in the pictures, this is like just giving a square structure to the knowledge and the abilities and the skills from the students. Nevertheless, we all know that education shouldn't be anymore a standardized machine that produce a standardized people for force working force only. So in the traditional system, what you have is a lot of different kids with different skills, but in the other sides of the machines, the educative systems try to output the same students with the same skills, with the same personality, with the same standards measurement, and so on. So we need to stop this. And in the more wealthy schools, this is being solved with a very small groups per student. So that classroom where you have only 5 students per teacher. So for sure, it's very easy. It's more easy. It's easier for the teachers to personalize their teaching and to guide the students if they only have 5 students. But normally, that's not what is happening in our classrooms. So in Latin America, in Africa, in the most of the classrooms around the world, what we have is 30, 40, even 50 students classrooms, 50 students per teacher in the classroom. So personalization and innovation in education is a more challenging part, is a more challenging task for guiding the teachers, the students, and personalizing the classroom. So there's where TOMi comes in. Let me try to expand a little bit this picture a second, just you can see it better. And I think, let me check it here. I think there it is. So this is what TOMi does for teachers as well. So this is our full solution. I'm going to just make an overview and tell you how artificial intelligence helps you to personalize education, even if you have a lot of students in your classrooms using TOMi Digital. So the first part that you probably already know, if not, just please join into TOMi Digital for free and start using it. TOMi helps you to create formative assessment lessons for your students in a very easy way. You can do it manually, or you can use artificial intelligence for creating multiple choice, drag and drop, Scrabbles, and different kind of activities in your formative assessment games or lessons. After you create it, what you can do is use internet for scheduling or doing live sessions with your students like Kahoot or quizzes or Quizlet. So these kind of games, online games, where you can play with the students and take feedback of feedback metrics about the usage of the or the understanding of the concept you are presenting to them. Or if you don't have internet access, you can use TOMi 8 for grading or making the same sessions without internet in the simulated Wi-Fi or local area network inside a classroom that simulates internet access inside a classroom, and you can deploy your activities there. Or even if your students don't have a cell phone or a device per student, you can use in-paper patterns or in-paper exams for grading that activities you created in 3 minutes in TOMi. And after that, you have a report with details about the most or the better understood concepts or the you're going to see it after, but you see all the details about the participation of the students. And now what we are going to present to you today is that based on the individual's reports, TOMi Play can create full tutoring or personalized tutoring using artificial intelligence to support the like the reinforcement of the students in their class in their houses after the class. And finally, as a teacher, you don't only you can only not only have the reports about what is happening inside the classroom, but what is the progress of the students in their homes regarding the reinforcement plan. So this was just a fast overview, Kike, but we can jump into a demonstration from your side, and let's navigate it in the next 30 minutes about how to use TOMi in the real world, using all the artificial intelligence involved in all this story inside the classroom. You're muted, Kike, you're muted.
Try this one. Yeah. Yeah. All right, great. So I was saying that this all sounds amazing to me. It's definitely a big changes. It's definitely something that is going to revolve and evolve education. It's a revolution in terms of technology applied to education, but it's definitely something that we will need to see what it's going to look like in the classroom, right? So for a teacher, what is the normal process to do that? So my proposal is the next. I'm going to let's do some role play. So I'm going to be the teacher, right? And I would ask you to be my students. Does that sound right? Perfect. Okay, so that way our teachers in the audience are going to be able to understand it much better. So let me go back to the scheme that you're proposing. All right. So we're going to start from the top part, right? First column, top part is the possibility to both schedule and play lessons on site, right? That's using our web site, TOMi.digital. So let's take a look. There's new elements there as well that I'm going to show you right now.
Hey, Kike, just let me ask some clarifications. Is that what we are gonna show today is something that will be live next Tuesday. So this is brand new. So as you can see, for example, the homepage of TOMi Digital is now more focused in TOMi 8 device. It's a very different homepage than the homepage you can see today if you go to TOMi.digital. So this is completely new platform that will be released the next Tuesday. So come back on Tuesday to TOMi Digital, and you're gonna see everything we are gonna show today.
That's very important to know. Very interesting. So from next Tuesday on, this is what you're gonna find once you enter TOMi.digital or TOMidigital.com. Very interesting. All right, cool. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to log in, right? So let's try that. I'm gonna use one of my accounts, the credentials. Remember that you can log in, you can sign up anytime for free. If you haven't, my recommendation is to go ahead and do it right away. Okay, so here's the platform. It's the typical platform, the same platform that you know, but with new elements. So let's start checking some of those new elements. And the first part that I want to check is the new lesson, the creating lessons section. Once we get there, we're going to see that there are new visual elements to show. Here they are. So you can create lessons manually, or you can create lessons with artificial intelligence. And today we're going to try the artificial intelligence options. Remember that you're going to be able to create your lessons in a matter of seconds, not even minutes. For sometimes I get really amazed of how fast this could be. So the steps are very simple. The first one is you're going to choose the language that you're going to use for your lesson. In this case, English, but there's some other options that you can choose, language options. We're going to choose the topic for the lesson. The question is, what do you want to teach? And I want you to understand that this is what we call a prompt. So the communication you're going to have with the artificial intelligence in order to give it instructions on what you need. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to go to maths, like let's say easy, simple maths. So fractions. And I'm going to say everyday applications, right? So fractions, everyday applications. The next element is to choose the age range. I'm going to choose
30 to
lesson.
40
So
for
remember, this is a
for
role
your
play.
students.
True.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say,
actually, Fabian, I think we are like kids in mathematics now. So
we are pretending.
Yes,
the easiest,
it's
please
better.
choose the easiest.
So let's say 32. I'm going to say you're 20 right now.
Okay, thank you.
Level of difficulty, I'm just going to say low. I don't
Thank
Please.
want to
you.
make it
Thank you
very
so much
difficult
for
for you today.
that.
And this is new. I can personalize the type of resources that I'm going to be using. I have single choice, I have multiple choice, I have true or false, and I have complete the sentence. And this is very important because this is also going to be represented in the use of TOMi 8, but that comes later. Don't worry about it. So I'm just going to try a short one. So 3 single choice questions, 1 multiple choice, 1 true false, and 1 complete the sentence. And I'm going to hit create lesson. And there's a question here, Juan. I want to ask, uh, is artificial intelligence free for everyone? What are the costs of artificial intelligence for a platform like TOMi Digital?
Sure. Probably all of you already have some kind of relationship with AI. For example, WhatsApp has free AI and so on. So what TOMi is doing is trying to reduce as much as possible the hallucinations of the artificial intelligence. I mean, we behind this process you just show us, there is a lot of relations with the artificial intelligence, communication with different artificial intelligence model, just for curating the results and trying to give you the most accurate answer. So that has a cost for sure, because artificial intelligence has a lot of power consumption behind. So I have to say that now TOMi Digital has a lot of artificial intelligence behind, so that makes TOMi Digital a little bit more high cost than before for us. So our purpose is giving to teachers artificial intelligence at the lowest price as possible. So in many cases, the government pays for it, but in other cases, you teachers get subscription to TOMi and pay for it. So how is the way we pay for it? So as company, so we have a lot of free features that you probably are already using, but there is some premium subscription where you can use more artificial intelligence features, more kind of questions. You have more detailed report, and there's a subscription, annual subscription or monthly subscription. At the end of this presentation, we're going to give you not only the prices, the current prices that will be available next week, but also a very special discount code for you to pay only like the 30% of the cost of accessing TOMi
That sounds
Digital.
great.
So what we are trying to do is for sure being a company sustainable and scalable. So we need to grow for supporting more and more teachers and more classrooms around the world. But we want to keep it affordable for the entire world, so every teacher can pay for it.
Exactly. We want to keep it affordable, and we also want to keep it like good quality for teachers, education, quality education for teachers.
Mhm.
Right. So I don't know if you were taking the time, but this lesson was ready in less than a minute. I would say like 45 seconds probably. And I want to show you the power of the artificial intelligence in this case. Starting from the very title, it reads practical uses of fractions in everyday life. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different resources based on the instructions that I given the platform about using fractions in real life. So we're talking about pizza here. We're talking slices of a pizza. Well, again, the recipe here. How much sugar do you need? I have single choice
For
type of
pizza.
questions. I have true or false questions. I have complete the sentence questions. And something very important, something that I want to mark here is the feedback section. So why is the feedback section part of the artificial intelligence creation in this case one?
Now, Kiki, I think this is the most important because we are not only creating formative assessment for the students, but also the students will get feedback according with the answer they give to it. So artificial intelligence is not only creating the game, but he's gonna give the students a full feedback uh, why the right answer is the right answer. So we're gonna say it in live in a second, but as you can see in this 30 seconds for creating the test, not only we have the questions and the answers, but a feedback, full feedback related with the answer of the students.
Yeah, it looks very interesting because not only the feedback is giving more information about it, but also it's absolutely related to the question that we are
Right.
receiving from the artificial intelligence. All right, before I go on to show you the lesson and play it, I just want to remind you that you have the possibility to edit everything in this lesson. For example, you can try and change the title of the lesson, add like a thumbnail
A
or an image
picture,
that represents the lesson, and also you can just go ahead and enter the edition screen for every one of the resources in which you're going to be able to change the words in the
or
question.
even complete the feedback. So artificial intelligence gives us a short description, but if you want, you can complete it and add more specific things or add in a picture or anything you want to do it.
Adapted to your needs,
Mhm.
to your specific needs. Exactly. You can change the time as well. I'm just going to change the time. For example, here I'm going to give it 30 seconds. You can check the information. It's also always important to check that the answer is actually the right answer. It's definitely important. And well, as easy as that. Here, there you go. I can change the feedback. Just make sure that it represents what I want and what I need for my students. And when I click on save, now the changes have been saved, and I can just make
Kike,
sure
I
this
suggest you
lesson.
to show the teachers how to import resources from other teachers.
Sure, definitely. So that's also an important part of it. So we have the adding resource button,
Mhm.
which 13 different options from interactive resources, which are the first ones over here. We have single choice, multiple choice, true or false, and all these, and also gestural resources, one-way resources in which you are going to be able to present information to your students through a video, a text document, or an image. But not only that, you can also try the import resources section in which you're going to be able to access the communities proposals for specific topics. For example, over here you have fractions. You can filter the fractions. Remember, this is going to be on next week on from Tuesday on,
No,
so you're going to see
no,
it
select. I think
then.
it's because you don't have any filter selected. That
Yeah,
should be. I select.
check.
Yeah. Or
There's one filter. Let me just, there you go.
yeah, there it is. That's right. Mhm.
You're right. Exactly. That I have only single choice type of question because I just applied a single choice filter, and I can start adding all those questions that I think are going to be useful for my lesson. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to move on. Here's the lesson that I just prepared for my students, Fabian and Juan Manuel. And let's try and move on to the possibilities of presenting lessons. As you can see over
Kike,
here.
sorry, just for clarifying something else from the repository of resource. This repository of resource has all the kind of questions you already saw. So you have videos, you have, and this is growing every day because there are a lot of teachers sharing their knowledge and getting and letting the questions for free, so other teachers can reuse it. So that import resource is a very easy way, not only using artificial intelligence, but using the power of other teachers around the world, using TOMi for creating formative assessment. So please explore importing resource. This is a very powerful way for finding questions and activities for your lessons as well.
yeah, and it's worth mentioning that we have 2.5 million activities in 4 different languages already there in the community. So definitely you're going to find a lot of different elements that you're going to be able to use. So going back to the scheme, so we are over here. We have a lesson that we want to play with our students, and there's 2 options. I can both schedule the lesson or play the lesson on site, guiding the rhythm of the lesson to my students. So that's what I'm going to do next, right? I'm going to publish the lesson first. So it's a matter of clicking on the continue button. It brings me to a new screen in which I can actually start checking the lesson and making sure that this is what I want before I publish my lesson. I agree with terms and condition, and the lesson is ready to be presented to my students, and it's already also available for all the people, all the teachers in the community to use. Right. There's a new element over here as well. I don't know if you noticed it, but there's an actions button that is going to contain all the possibilities that the platform gives me to present my lessons. So the first one is present lessons, and the second one is schedule lessons. We're going to see that there's more options once we start looking at the rest of the elements in the ecosystem, but that comes later. So for the moment, I'm just going to present the lesson, which is the option that I choose to guide the lesson on site in the classroom with my students. The first screen is the settings screen. I'm going to set competition mode on, students authentication on. That means it's going to ask you for a login to participate of the lesson. I'm going to hit continue. And here is the lesson for my students. So I'm going to ask my students, Fabian and Juan Manuel, to join that lesson so I can show you the process of presenting this lesson and all the different elements that you're going to be be able to see there and be able to use in terms of education and new possibilities with technology.
I'm going to share my screen in my phone. Okay.
Right. So let me show you from the view of the students. There you go. So this is the TOMi Play platform. Remember, play.tomi.digital to access it. As you can see, Fabian Vargas is showing what he's doing right now. And right now, what he needs to do is to enter the code.
Yeah, could you repeat
the code,
please?
Is 338903. 338903. Fabian has just joined my lesson. And let me show you,
Fabian,
that I already have one of the students showing in the student section. 2 of them are already there. Mm-hmm. Fabian Vargas and Juan Manuel Opera, are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Well,
that's right. So I'm going to hit start lesson. And I'm going to start showing you the 2 screens. My screen, which is this one, the teacher screen, and the student screen. This is what students are getting right now. It's an easy question, guys. There you go. So Juan Manuel has already replied. And it was a wrong answer. I'm sorry. And check it out. After they have hit their choice, they're going to get the feedback. This is the moment where the feedback appears with all the new information also created by the artificial intelligence, right? And that is going to complement the exercise, giving them more information or maybe connecting that to the topic and just making sure that the education is happening, right? Learning is happening at that time. All right, let's try another one. So I'm going to move on to my screen, my teacher screen. Here I have a very brief report of what just happened in the question before, and I'm going to move on to the next question over here. There you go. So let me show you their screen. This is Fabian's screen. As you can see, he has the question and answer options, and time is running. Wrong answer. But if you can see, Actually,
I
Juan
did it. I
Manuel
did it.
got the right answer. That's
Yeah.
why
Just
his screen is green.
As a clarification, Kika, I want to say that we are answering some questions bad in purpose to show you how TOMi will help us to reinforce
Yes,
our
yes,
knowledge on the end. It's
yes.
not because we don't know math; it's because of the demonstration.
Of course, we all know that.
Just for that, just for that.
Yeah, I'm sure all the teachers in the audience, they also knew that was going on. All right, one more. So I'm going back to my screen to show you that I got the report of this lesson. As you can see, one correct answer and one incorrect answer. I'm going to hit next and then show you their screens. There you go. This is the student screen. Let's see what they have to show you right now. It's a true or false type of question. They are waiting for the other one to answer or for the time to end. And that's a wrong answer on purpose, of course. And there's the feedback to complement the question. Right, so that's...
I did it.
Actually, Fabian got it right on purpose, of course.
Yeah.
Here's something important, Kika, to add is that if you can see the feedback, not only we explain the students why the right answer is the right answer, but we try to do it in a like encouraging way, like in a motivation. We try to promote some motivation in the students to continue learning about it. So we try to guide the artificial intelligence to give not only that feedback, but motivation to the students to continue learning.
Exactly, the coaching role of the teachers, right? Or in this case, the artificial intelligence giving that possibility to the teachers, right?
Yeah, look at
Over
this.
here.
What Catherine is saying at this part of the present of the guided class, the feedback is the same if you answer wrong or good the questions. If you what you are gonna get is the concept as well. After this, we are gonna show you something else, which is more personalized feedback related with the individual answer. But as this is something you are gonna do in a group, so you are in your group and you have your students participating on it. So this is there is a similar concept for the entire class, not a personalized one. So uh, Fabian answers good, I answered bad, but the feedback is the same. The feedback is about a concept as well. So you can review the concept with the entire group after every questions. That's one of the suggestions for the methodology of doing this. But wait for it, because after this, we are gonna double check what is gonna happen individually for each one of the students after the class in terms of personalization.
Yeah, but that comes next. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Minutes away.
it's. I was actually expecting to amaze the teacher with that part, but I'm sure you're going to be amazed anyway. So that was a very interesting question, Catherine. Thank you for participating. I'm going back to the teacher screen, and as you can see, I also got my report of how my students did. I can see here that one of them is great, means maybe didn't reply. And I'm going to get to a new question. So this is the screen, teacher screen. Remember, the teacher screen does not get the answer options. It's only the students who get the answer options, just as you can see over here. Time is over. That means this student is going to show.
I didn't select answering. Yeah, I just select the option.
There you go. And as you can see on my screen, it shows me that my students did not have enough time to respond to that question. All right, one more. That's right. Another fraction question. These are my students. Time is over. And they both got it wrong. On purpose, of course, but anyway, makes me
the last one, I think, the last question.
All right, remember that you can edit before launching the activity, before publishing your activity, you can modify the time that you're going to give your students to answer the question. That's a very important part of the edition bit. All right, one last question, guys. This is the multiple choice, so they need to choose more than one. There you go. And they got it wrong. Anyway, so this is what's going on over here. I'm going to finish the lesson, and I want to show you the podium that I get as a teacher with Juan Lopera as the student with the best performance in this activity. And I want to show you what the students also get, which is a message saying that the class ended, and a kind of a badge telling them how they did. All right, so let me go back.
Just for anticipate something, just if you can show my screen for a second, just as an anticipation, what we're going to show is that actually in my report, I have my results, and I have here a artificial intelligence mentor for a personalized reporting. But just, this is a spoiler, so please
Yes.
move on. Yeah.
A big spoiler.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. So back to the sequence scheme. I just want to remind you of what's going on here. So we were just guiding a lesson. That lesson is what we call it guided because it's on site. The teacher is marking the rhythm of the lesson and interacting with the students right away. Remember that you can also schedule your lessons, marking a deadline for a lesson to be completed, and that students can actually download to complete in an offline situation. But now I want to show you the rest of the column, which is the participation of our special device, the new TOMi 8, the great TOMi 8, and how powerful it is. Not only this is going to give us the possibility to play these lessons offline, but also to play that in a situation in which students do not count on an internet connection or technology for their participation. But before anything else, let me just show you this video, this brand new video that we prepared for you that shows the entire power, the whole power of TOMi 8.
TOMi 8, the first all-in-one for education in the market, stands out for its versatility. In the business world, this device becomes your best ally, transforming any meeting room into an interactive and collaborative space, allowing you to share presentations and project statistics or data onto any surface. The possibilities with TOMi 8 are endless. In modern education, TOMi 8 revolutionizes classroom learning, bringing fun and interactivity to a new level with its interactive digital whiteboard, an educational content server, integrated hotspot, automatic exam grading, interaction with QR codes for attendance, augmented reality, and the ability to have a wide range of applications. Thanks to its Android operating system, teachers can share content with their students live, even without an internet connection, making each class a unique and personalized experience. At home, TOMi 8 becomes the entertainment center for the whole family. You will have various interactive games, educational tools, and recreational applications. TOMi 8 is the incredible device that turns any place into a space of interaction, fun, and endless possibilities.
There you go. So definitely a very powerful device, the TOMi 8, which is the one that Fabian is showing us right now. Can you just let us see a little bit of what it looks like? Great. Perfect. And what I'm about to show you right now is my TOMi 8 screen, right? I'm showing you what's going on in my TOMi 8 right now. And this is basically what's happening on the TOMi 8. So as you can see, I'm using the application, the app TOMi 8 in my TOMi 8 device, and it's actually synchronizing with what's going on with the web. So I have the lesson on fractions already there to be used with the TOMi 8, to be played with the TOMi 8.
Kike, I want to take advantage of this video presentation. I really want all the people are watching this video likes the TOMi as much as we like to create it, and as much as the users who are using TOMi today love it. And I want to tell you to do that at the end of this video. We are going to tell you how to win a TOMi 8 for free. So at the end, I'm going to give you the instructions how to very easy way get a TOMi 8 for free, a TOMi device for free, no matter where in the world you are. We're going to send you a TOMi 8 for free if you do what I'm going to say to you at the end of the video.
Just one?
Just one. Just one.
But one is a lot. One is a lot because you're going to be able to do so many things with it that, I mean, the possibilities are endless. That's pretty much the motto that we are using, and it's definitely true because of all the possibilities of the TOMi 8. So there's a lot to say about the TOMi 8, but I just want to focus right here on the TOMi digital app running on our TOMi 8, just to show you the possibilities of marking this lesson without technology, without a tablet, without a smartphone, with a laptop. You can also introduce technology in the classroom under those conditions.
Or without internet.
Or without the internet connection. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the lesson, right? Over here, you also get the actions button. But in this case, there's a new possibility which reads, in this case, mark. Okay, I'm going to use the translation because I have my setting in Spanish, but I can just translate what's going on. So it's the marking section. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to be able to relate this lesson to a specific classroom, a virtual classroom that I have set beforehand. In this case, I'm going to use Cerebrote, like big brain. I'm going to be able to choose the questions in the TOMi 8. It gives me the option to download the question sheet so I can share with my students maybe a printout or maybe on screen, depending on the situation. And when I hit on end, it gives me two different options. Option one is marking question by question with the use of QR codes as markers, the ones that Fabian is showing on screen right now. And he's going to help me to show you how that works. So three different things appear on screen: the question, the answer options, and the markers that the students are going to use to rotate and decide what is the answer that they want to get to the exam. This is a test. This is an activity the same way that the one before. And I want to show you the second option, which is the format option. We're going to get the possibility to share this format with our students. It's a fill-out format, very, very common and used for standard tests, for example, that our students are going to use to mark their code, the code that makes them part of the virtual classroom, and then the answer options A, B, C, or D as a way of filling out circles.
Show us.
The teacher is going to be able to show this to the TOMi 8, and the TOMi 8 is going to mark it very quickly, reducing the time that the teachers spend marking in their houses, because we know that's part of the tasks that they have to do, to probably like a couple of seconds maybe.
Yeah,
so
2-3 seconds.
In about a minute, I'm going to be able to mark an entire classroom of 50 people with very little effort.
Amazing. Kike, if you can return to the diagram with the infographic, just to show you, just to like summarize something here.
Right away.
So as you can see, until here, what we have is we created the activity using artificial intelligence from scratch or from questions from other teachers. And after that, we use Cloud or TOMi 8 for grading the exams, for applying the exams, for deploying the exams to the students. And after that, all those applications, no matter how you apply and how you deploy it, you are going to have a centralized report in the platform about the results per student. So if you want to show us the report, Kike, and see how it seems, how it looks.
Of course, let's do that. So I'm on the web right now, I'm going to go to the reports, and I'm going to show you what the teachers from the TOMi Digital Platform get every time that they play a lesson to their students or schedule a lesson to their students. So I'm going to the report section. There you go. I have the practical uses of fractions in everyday life over here. And if I hit it, if I click on it, I'm going to get information about every one of the students in terms of their performance with this activity. I have a general one, but if I click on one of my students, I'm going to be able to see a very detailed report on their performance. Right.
And Kike, there is also an option, and now go back, close it. You have also an analysis by question, not only by students, but by questions. So you can see what was the more like better concept the teachers understood. So for example, here, stop there in anyone. So if there is a specific questions where all the students fails, so probably that's a concept you need to work on with your class. But if there is a question, all the students answers good, so probably they're already understanding. So you can analyze the results by students or by questions, or you can understand it directly from the student.
Definitely important, so you can measure not only the students' performance, but also the performance of your tests and your lessons, of course. There's a download button in which you're going to be able to download this information in PDF or XLS formats for the entire class or for specific students. So basically you can integrate this with your whole system of marking with no problem.
Kike, I'm going to interrupt you because I think we are running out of time, but there is a lot of things you should to investigate and research related with TOMi reports that probably will be very useful for you. But I want you to jump into the student part. So if you can share my screen. So this is my lessons, what I showed you before. So this was my participation in the practical uses of fraction in everyday life. The results were horrible. So I had very bad results. So as soon as I go back to my home and I have internet or my parents' cell phone, no matter if the exams were applied in the in-paper exams, what the students is gonna find is this, the results. But not only the results, but they have access to this, the mentor. Look at this. So it says, hi, I see you got 17 correct on the activity about practical uses of fractions in everyday. Don't worry, learning is a continuous process and every step counts. I can help you by creating some study notes and resources to help you get better at the subject. Would you like to review it notes right now? If I say yes, so what TOMi Artificial Intelligence is doing is creating a specific contents related with my answers, with my bad answers. So if Fabian do the same, so he's gonna get a different review plan, different concepts, different way of expressing it, depending on the answers he gave. So what we have here is understanding fractions is the key daily activities. Let's review where the misunderstanding occurs. And I got multiple concepts depending on my answers. When I get like flashcards, very easy to study for the students. It's not a very long document they need to read, but there's very specific like additional feedback and specifications about how to improve like the misunderstanding of the concepts. I'm gonna jump into the final page because additionally, TOMi is gonna recommend us some YouTube videos related with my topic. Like for example, fractions in everyday life. So this is a video from YouTube.
But we can share the video, Juan, because you share only the app.
Let me jump into
this is amazing. Honestly, this is mind-blowing. Everything that the AI is doing for us right now is just crazy.
Kike, you can show my screen because the key concept are different for key concept, for one key concept.
Yes. So it's
Very, very
creating
different.
individualized, personalized concepts for every teacher based on their performance in the class.
So imagine that every one of your students has already like individual like tutor supporting them related with their success and failures in class. I have
You can
already my
share.
YouTube video just in case the YouTube has any issues. So if I select it, so look at this, it's gonna open a video with all the information related with the topic, fractions in every line. Okay, so probably YouTube has some lag right now. It's not loading, but this is directly in YouTube, opening directly in YouTube. But also, if I follow here, I'm gonna get also a content from Wikipedia related with fractions. So this is a little bit longer document explaining fractions for the students.
This is very interesting, Juan, because it's pretty much complying with the roles that the education is asking nowadays for the teachers, which is facilitating content for the students, coaching them to learn, and also making students actively participate of their learning process, autonomously getting new
That's right. That's right. But you know, the better is coming here. So if you can share again. If we, I'm going to answer the question Nelly is asking for. So it's going to analyze the results from TOMi. So you will need to use TOMi to apply the test. So not your standard academic like test, but you need to use TOMi. Remember that you can use TOMi for free. So you can just start tomorrow using TOMi Digital for creating your classes. And after the class, your students is going to have this personalized lesson plans. But you need to use TOMi Digital for preparing the classes virtually or in person or in paper. So, but look at this. So look at what is after. I have this report of what I saw, but at the bottom, let me see, because I think my screen is very small. Let me just move this. I'm using my computer for this. Let me, yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna select retry here. And TOMi is gonna create a game for me. So let's wait for a second. He's asking the artificial intelligence to create a new game with points, with budgets. It's a very like fun activity, but this is a new activity, like Duolingo activity, that kind of activities, but this is based on the failures and success of the students. So every new game is personalized. So if Fabian do the same, he's gonna get a completely different game than mine. This is like the reinforcements workshop you give the students for home. I'm gonna select anything, but this is related again with fractions, but this is a new one. This was created completely for artificial intelligence. And I get the feedback again. So based on my answer, TOMi tells me that fractions are used in many scenarios like cooking, measuring ingredients, and chopping, calculating discounts. Review all daily activities where your fraction applies. Let's do the same. The next, so a recipe requires 2/3, I don't know how to say it in English, cups of sugar. How much sugar is needed if you are preparing only? I'm gonna select anyone. Next, it's that again. I want to go to the finish, to the end of the presentation. So again, the feedback with remarking some specific concepts. Once again, this is applicable for any topic, not only mathematics, but any topic is applicable for this feedback. I'm not sure if you are hearing, but yeah. Okay, perfect. So we have music. This is very interactive for the students, very engaging.
Friendly.
This is very friendly, yeah. So I have points when I answer right. even if I answer right, he's giving to me feedback related to that. Once again, oh, it was,
Two in
I'm
a
not
row.
reading. I want to finish just to show you what is next. Let's move on. This is multiple choice. Continue. I'm gonna go faster because saving some time. So this is a game for the teacher, the students, with a lot of feedbacks every time. And keep in mind that everything that I'm doing here will be as a report for the teachers, even if the students are doing this in home. So you are gonna know how much the students study to reinforce their exams after class. Almost finishing. I think this is the last one. So I finish. I can rate it. I got the 50% approved. It means that I wasn't good enough for winning it. I need to have at least the 75%. So he said, hi, I see you got a 50% correct in the new topic it generated to me. So I said I need more support, and he's gonna generate new concepts, new flashcards to study.
This is actually very, very nice. Some people are saying it's outstanding. They are interested in knowing when they're going to be available in their country. Remember, you can start now.
It's gonna be available worldwide next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. So you're like being part of this as a very preliminary as a preliminary presentation, but this is gonna be available at next Tuesday. So once again, I have a new video recommendation. Let me change my screen to show you my entire window.
And it's worth mentioning that Fabian is actually getting a new process, just as like the one that Juan Manuel is showing us.
Yeah.
And it's personalized.
Yeah. The activities are different to one activities.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
Every student will get the activities they actually need to get better. Oh, this video is not available. That it happens sometimes because of some videos are private or something. But in Wikipedia, here's the document related to fractions again. So what I have is this presentation, this content, and I can repeat it as much times as needed for improving my note. So if I didn't well the last time, so I can retry it, and the students can just try it one and again. But the most important, Kike, you want to jump to that, is that you as teachers can review the report of what is happening with the students in the reinforcement plan. So move on, Kike.
We have a question. Juan, maybe you can help us to answer the questions.
Yeah, so can TOMi 8 compile exams, 3 different subjects scores on one report? No, that's a good question. Not today, but that's a good idea,
Yeah.
Tom. Thank you so much. We're
Thank you,
gonna
Tom.
write you down directly to have some go deeply to this, but this is interesting. If you can take different subjects exams and condense it into a single report and probably generate a transversal uh, reinforcement plans or something, that could be something amazing. Go back a little bit, Kike. So in the report, the teachers can see, if you can see that column, yes, that column shows what is the percentage of the reinforcement plan. So you can see what was the note, the rating of the students in class, but after that, you can see what is the rating the students got in home. So probably you will encourage your students to study in home, to reinforce their note or to improve their grading in home, right? And if you go deeply to the students as Kike did, so you will see how many concepts they study, how many tries the students did to get the note, and what is the new results of the students. For example, Jacob Ruiz got 75% of grading in their exams. This is just an example report, but that's like the end of this. If you can go back to the infographic, Kike. So zoom in a little bit, just for showing the last part. Yeah, so look at this. So after the students play with TOMi Play, you would get a report about Mike results in home. So in the preliminary note, he got 40% of the answers good. But after he studied a lot, he got a 90% of the reinforcement in the reinforcement plan. So that would be your decision if you want to improve the note of the grade of Mike, because he went to the home and got all this reinforcement plan, study a lot, and recover or improved his note, his grade.
And it's just a matter of information and how powerful information gets for the teachers, right? So they are able to see what's going on, not only in their actions, but also from the actions from the part of their students. All right, that's very interesting. I have a couple of questions that I would like to share and maybe move on for the last part. So, well, first I want to show this Nelly Lightich saying this great presentation, and TOMi 8, TOMi Digital is the way to go. Thank you very much, Nelly. We also think that, and that's why we are doing all these efforts to make sure everybody knows about this. There's a question from no, not that one, this one. From teacher Abdul says, can I upload my lesson video without passing it through YouTube?
No. Today, because of copyrights, all the videos you want to show in TOMi 8 or in TOMi Digital, you need to upload it directly to YouTube. So yes, by now you need to use YouTube for uploading your own videos.
Nice. And the question that everybody is asking. So this one
is perfect
from
for the next part.
Exactly. Question from Inusa. The TOMi 8 is just out of the word, and I wish it's made available to us here in Ghana. Now my question is, how affordable is it?
Perfect. So let's move on. If you want to share my screen again, Kike. Let's see. So as you know, we are trying to reach governments and so on to try to take TOMi to your schools for free. So that's what we try to do. So for example, Fabian made an amazing work in Central America for taking thousands of TOMIs for free to teachers through the government, International Development Bank, and for sure our reseller partners in each one of the countries. So as manufacturers and creators of this product, so we try to reach resellers in every country to take the product as most affordable price as possible. So today I'm gonna tell you how to get subscribed into TOMi platform, and I'm gonna tell you how to get a TOMi 8 for free. And I'm gonna give you an idea for those who are in Africa. We are working in taking TOMi as cheap as possible to Africa. Nevertheless, from the next Tuesday, you are gonna find how to buy it from America, and we are gonna ship it to you to Africa. It's a little bit higher cost of shipping, but in the near future, we are expecting to take it to Africa at the lowest price as possible. We have some pilots in South Africa right now, some amazing pilots, and actually the winner of our last contest was the teacher Abdul, who is coming to Medellin from Ghana as part of the winning. He won he won a TOMi. He's gonna get a TOMi 8 here, and he's gonna fly. We're gonna pay for his flight to Colombia, Medellin, to know our manufacturing process and visiting some schools. And we have an amazing schedule for him. for upcoming days. So probably we are gonna share that in the next workshop. I don't know his
Yeah.
Sure,
experience.
sure.
So
Let me just say, Juan,
yeah,
that we have Tommy's in all continents right now except for Africa, but very soon there's going to be the first Tommy in Africa, so everywhere in the
yeah.
world.
Yeah, I think we have already some Thomas in South Africa, Kike, just last week.
That's true. Yes, so
Last week,
it's
yeah.
already everywhere in the
Yes,
world.
we are gonna be there. We want to be there supporting education as we are doing in all the world. We are gonna do it also in countries in Africa. So going straight to this. So just for give you an idea, the how much does cost having all this intelligence from the teacher side, you will need to pay $30 per. There's a mistake per
Yeah.
year. Per year, $30 per year. Let me put it here just for this is per year. There, just for avoiding confusions. I'm gonna change it right now. Per year. Our this is something that is not live. This is, will be live on Tuesday, so it will be well noted down at Tuesday. So $30 per year. For sure, you have a free plan with a lot of features. You can start using TOMi for free right now. But there is a pro, $30 per year, or you can also get a monthly subscription for like $2.05 or something like that.
Okay.
But what we want to give you today, and this will be available until September 15, you have a promo code that if you take note of this, you're gonna get it for $9 per year. So you can create amazing uh, classes for your students using artificial intelligence, using all the kind of questions and so on for $9 per year. Okay, not 30, but $9. So take note of this and think about it. In the next Tuesday, you can get it for $9 up to until September 15. This code will be available, will be active. So come back to school, go back to school with all the power of artificial intelligence. Remember that we try to make it as affordable as possible for you, but this is part of our strategy for making TOMi sustainable and scalable for you. And I'm gonna tell you how. Oh, I'm gonna jump a little bit to here. This is in Spanish. This is available in most of the countries in Colombia. Just for give you an idea, the final price of a TOMi LT, which is the cheaper version, is about $400, $450. That's the cost of a TOMi, with all the powerful things you saw in the video. And there is a more advanced one. That depends on the country, the final cost. But that's for that questions that you did previously. So you can imagine a TOMi is $550, including shipping costs to your country. So that's a way you can have an idea of this. This is for this version, which is the more simple one without the antennas. You can connect up to 15 students. You can connect up to 100 students because there is a more powerful content server inside. So, but we're gonna give you more details about it for outside American market after. So, but yes, we're working on taking TOMi to every country around the world. So coming back a little bit, I want to be focused on this last one. This is a very simple contest we are gonna do. This is a very simple one. This is the more simple contest we did before for winning a TOMi 8. So if you win a TOMi 8, we're gonna ship this to you, to your country, no matter where you are. And the only thing you need to do is this. You need to record a video of yourself, your principal, and at least one student telling to us why you want to have a free TOMi 8. That's it. Record a video, invite your principal, invite your and students, just record yourselves telling to us a very compelling a message why you want to have a TOMi 8 in your school. You will need to post that video anywhere, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, any social network you prefer to publish it, and send us the link to the post in our Telegram community. Sorry, this is the link for the Spanish community. Let me send you the, or can you confirm it? This is the Spanish or the English? It should be the English, right?
It
Just,
should be the English one.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so you can read the code, but it maybe if you can post the link also in the chat.
I can share the link.
So what the deadline is September 12th. So before September 12th, the only thing you need to do is recording yourself, your principal, and at least one student telling to us in a very compelling way why you want to have a free TOMi 8 in your school. Post it in any social network, send the link to us through our Telegram community, and that's it. You are gonna participate in a raffle when we are gonna select a winner of the TOMi 8, and we are gonna ship it to you. That's it.
Great.
Perfect. We already have a lot of these teachers in our Telegram community, so it's not going to be very difficult for them. If you're not in our Telegram community, just follow the QR code, make part, just find out what's going on. We have strategies all the time, workshops every month, back to school sections every 6 months with surprises, just as the one we shared with you today. And definitely this is an important moment for us because we really want to make sure that education changes for good and in terms of using technology effectively and affordably in the classroom.
Yes, Kike, there is a question. There is first of all, for example, Tom said he is in Zambia. So once
Yeah.
again, any country. So we are willing to send Tommy to Zambia. So Tom, please record your video and send it to us. And Eric Leo asked, he said that he is the principal actually. So what he needs to do is inviting one or more teachers or more or students to record the video. The most important is that three of you, a teacher, the principal, and students, from their own perspective, tell us why they want to get a TOMi 8 LT for free. So that's it. It's just recording the video, publishing it in a social network, and send it to us by Telegram.
Great. So it's just for the moment, it's a lot of information, but we're going to make sure that we just follow our social media, Facebook, Instagram, because you're going to get more information about this. And all the news, all the updates, and the new possibilities with artificial intelligence in our platforms, the TOMi 8, and everything that comprehends the TOMi ecosystem. Thank you very much, Juan Manuel. Thank you very much, Fabian, for being here with us, sharing this news, incredible news to the community. We are definitely very happy that you are so committed in growing our Anglo community in Africa, Singapore, well, in all the countries, all the continents. We are reaching you. We are getting there. We're making sure that you know about this and that you start using us.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you, Kike.
Great. Thank you for watching us.
All right. So everybody,
Remember that we are going to continue with our strategies. So very soon you're going to get news about what's going on. Mr. Abdul, teacher Abdul Fattah Ibrahim from Ghana is going to be in Colombia very soon, and you will know about it. You're going to see everything that's going to be here. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to continue working so that the community grows and grows and it becomes more technological. They start using technology for the best in the classroom, just making sure that education grows and education gets better, more personalized, more autonomous learning, and just I don't know, just telling the word that we are working for education. I want to leave you with our new TOMi 8 video, so you fall in love with it as we have. And for the moment, it was a pleasure to be here with you. I'm very happy. Remember, I'm Luis Enrique Vanegas. Join us in our Telegram community. Join us in our social networks, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And let's continue this conversation later on. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
TOMi 8, the first all-in-one for education in the market, stands out for its versatility. In the business world, this device becomes your best ally, transforming any meeting room into an interactive and collaborative space, allowing you to share presentations and project statistics or data onto any surface. The possibilities with TOMi 8 are endless. In modern education, TOMi 8 revolutionizes classroom learning, bringing fun and interactivity to a new level with its interactive digital whiteboard, an educational content server, integrated hotspot, automatic exam grading, interaction with QR codes for attendance, augmented reality, and the ability to have a wide range of applications. Thanks to its Android operating system, teachers can share content with their students live, even without an internet connection, making each class a unique and personalized experience. At home, TOMi 8 becomes the entertainment center for the whole family. You will have various interactive games, educational tools, and recreational applications. TOMi 8 is the incredible device that turns any place into a space of interaction, fun, and endless possibilities.